Alright guys, what's going on? So this past week, or whenever this video is going to be coming out, Joe Biden, President of the United States, POTUS, was touring around the Emerald Isle, man, Ireland, and he didn't come to Galway, which is pretty disappointing, but he went to Mayo because his ancestors are actually from Mayo. He's like 100% Irish or something like that. The guy looks incredibly Irish, so I don't doubt that. But he was touring around Ireland, and then he finished a speech in Ballina. But, you know, let's see if we can't hear one of the worst namings of Ballina. I heard a guy call it Ballin, and a pretty funny highlight reel we're about to witness. This one should be good, guys. It feels like coming home. That's quotes from Biden. Ends his tour of the island of Ireland with Ballina speech. ITV News, hopefully ITV News, you guys don't block this video, but yeah, pretty cool to see the President Joe Biden here. Now, for some reason, you know, we didn't give that warm welcome to Trump. We gave a great warm welcome to, I believe, Barack Obama when he came here. Now, I think Barack Obama is probably the best speaker I've ever heard in my life. You know, so it was kind of riveting when he came here. But, you know, Trump didn't get like any that I can remember. I didn't remember listening to any kind of speech that he gave here or anything like that. Maybe he did, but I'm not sure, did he? I think he just played golf or whatever. But Biden got a massive, you know, applaud, and he's going to be touring around Ireland for the last 4 days. So pretty cool to see. But yeah, I don't know any of his, like, you know, policies or anything like that, but this one I just want to give a little highlight reel about what he's doing, you know, just from someone that actually lives here type thing. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and also, you know, shout out. Pretty cool to see that, you know, one of the, you know, the most powerful country in the world basically acknowledges this little country for what it is. So let's get it.
Now, far away from the controversies back home, President Biden received a rock-star reception on the final leg of his tour of Ireland tonight. Braving the rain, thousands of people lined the streets of Ballina to welcome him to the...
That was not too bad, Ballina. I heard NBC News, he called it Ballina, like you're balling like with some money, like you have loads of money or something. So that's not that bad pronunciation from the British people. Let's get it.
Town, where he told the crowds that the visit feels like coming home. It's proven an emotional end to the tour for the US president. At the Knock Shrine in County Mayo, he became tearful after being reunited with the priest who performed the last rites for his son, Beau. Mr. Biden also was presented with a piece of family history, a brick from the site of his ancestral home.
Joe Biden regards himself, in part at least, as a son of Ballina, the town he arrived in this evening for the last hurrah of his Irish odyssey.
It's kind of cool, like the, what do they call it, the motorcade. Like, it's like 100 vehicles. It's just like, man, like, the dude doesn't need much protection being in Ireland. I don't think anyone's going to try to assassinate him here, guys, but definitely, you know what I mean, there's been, you know, the need for security is high in other countries, but, you know, in Ireland, we always love the American presidents that come here, so amazing. I'm sure that people thought this was an amazing day. I didn't get to go see you guys, so I was too busy working, sitting at home here working.
But perhaps it was his own son who was on his mind when he got here, following an unexpected twist in events earlier in the day. These photos show an emotional Mr. Biden looking at a plaque dedicated to Beau Biden, who died from cancer in 2015. He had links with the hospice that the president went to this afternoon. Before that, Mr. Biden had gone to the Knock Shrine, where, purely by chance, he learned that working there now is the priest who gave Beau Biden the last rites at Washington's Walter Reed Hospital. Father Frank O'Grady had a private meeting with the president, his sister, and his other son, Hunter.
We had a nice chat for about 10 minutes. He was delighted to see me, and I was delighted to see him. He gave me a big hug, and Hunter gave me a big hug. It was like a reunion. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus, I mean, he looks like him. it would want to be, wouldn't it?
A crowd of 20,000 gathered to hear Mr. Biden, among them many distant relatives.
I want to acknowledge my family, all the Blewitts. You make me proud. You make me proud.
I'm sorry, I have to stop this. I saw a comment there, and listen to the song that was playing there. I saw a comment, and it said Biden thought that he was in Boston. Gas, man. God, YouTube's the best platform on YouTube, man. Or on the internet. I mean, Jesus. Can't even speak, man. Biden's rubbing off on me. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. I do like Biden, but he's not a great speaker in my personal opinion. I thought Barack Obama was like the best speaker I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, incredible. You know, but Biden's okay, I guess. You know.
My son Hunter and my sister Valerie and I made several stops across Mayo today. We visited Knox Shrine, where I was hosted by Father Richard Gibbons. We also met, out of the blue, we didn't know he was there, a former military chaplain, Father O'Grady, who gave my son last rites in Walter Reed Medical Hospital in Washington. It was incredible to see him. It seemed like a sign.
172 years after his great-great-grandfather fled the famine and sailed to the New World.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, guys, a lot of people hate on, like, Americans and stuff for saying, like, oh, you're not Irish. They're 100% Irish, guys. Any of those Americans that you see that are like, I'm Irish, and they do the DNA test. Hell, my girl, she's, like, from Canada. She's, like, 80% Irish, guys. Like, she did a DNA test. It was, like, 80% Irish. They all fled from Cork during the famine. So people leave. Like 1 million people left during the famine, and then also 1 million people died during the famine. So yeah, guys, there is Irish people in America and Canada. I don't understand why people don't think that. They're just descendants. It's like 170 years, like it said there, they left Mayo to go to America. It's crazy, you know.
Incredible to see him. It seemed like a sign.
172 years after his great-great-grandfather fled the famine and sailed to the New World.
But I doubt he ever imagined his great-great-great-grandson would return 200 years later as President of the United States of America.
That's crazy, to be fair, that's crazy.
Joe Biden has made what might be his last visit here. He did his duty in Belfast, enjoyed a diplomatic love-in in Dublin, and has finished remembering his forefathers and the son he lost. John Irvine, News at 10, Ballina.
Ballina, good man. Your man at the end there kind of correctly pronounced that. But yeah, that's kind of cool, guys. Like, you know, as much as like I don't care for politics in America or ever, I'm kind of apolitical, guys. I think that, as the great Jesse Ventura says, it's just, you know, a two-party dictatorship. But I still think that, you know, I love to see presidents of the United States speak and stuff like that. It's kind of cool to hear them speak, but it is pretty incredible that his ancestors, who were probably just slaves back in the day, like, let's keep it real, you know, let's keep it 100, guys. Let's be real. His ancestors were probably slaves or whatever, or maybe not. Maybe they were rich, but they couldn't have been, because they went on, you know, slave ships to America. But they left for the famine, and then his great-great-great-grandson is now the president of the United States, returning back home. You know what I mean? That's the rags to riches story right there. It's kind of cool. That's all I kind of got from that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy that, man. Leave in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm sure you will. I love you guys all, man, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.